Historically speaking, waiters have not been around for very long, just over 200 years, dating back to when restaurants first came into being. From the dawn of civilization until the late 1700s, most people prepared and ate their own food at home. Sure, if you're having a beer at a tavern or spending the night at an inn, you could usually purchase some food to go along with your drink or your bed. But restaurants, businesses that primarily serve food, were yet to be invented. That happened in Paris in 1765, when taverns, by law, could only serve food that was purchased from powerful guilds. Think of them as a kind of French food mafia. One brave, rebellious tavern keeper, Monsieur Boulanger, began cooking and selling his own bowls of restorative soup. The food guilds were furious. Boulanger didn't care. He called himself a restaurant, or restorer. And after he won his case in court, more of these new restaurants opened. Hungry Parisians slurped up bowl after bowl of restorative soup made from veal, fowl, or turtle. Now, soup will get boring, so more innovative restaurants began offering a variety of dishes. The menu came about when the names and prices of available food were written on paper and handed to customers at their tables. And waiters made their debut as the employee who welcomed customers, took their orders, and served their food. France's restaurant craze spread across the Atlantic to America. By the 1820s, big hotels saw the additional revenue opportunity, so they added fine dining rooms. Large independent restaurants came next, with most of them serving French cuisine, like the original Delmonico's, which opened in New York City in 1831. Delmonico's menu was written entirely in French with no English translation. So that's probably when many American customers began asking their waiter, what do you recommend? Through the late 1800s, women were barred from joining all-male waiter unions. So many of them took lower-level jobs called waiter girls, which later morphed into the word waitress. In 1900, tipping food servers was common, but not everyone liked it. By 1915, 6 states had laws that banned tipping, but within 10 years, all such laws were repealed for being either unconstitutional or unenforceable. A nice glass of wine or sherry has always gone well with dinner, but in 1920, America banned all sales of alcohol. For the next 13 years of Prohibition, business at fine dining establishments dropped, but less expensive food-only restaurants flourished. Howard Johnson's was the first multi-location restaurant to offer inexpensive food delivered by efficient, friendly waitresses. After World War II, women made up a bigger part of the workforce. And who wants to cook and do dishes after working all day? The National Restaurant Association announced 2 new slogans: Enjoy life, eat out more often, and take her out to eat at least once a week. Back in 1950, Americans thought that spending 20% of their food dollars at restaurants was a lot. It wasn't. Today, we spend more than 50% of our food dollars eating out.